All right, friends, welcome to the Growth Call. Today you are stuck with me and Tiffany Hampton. Tiffany, say hello to our friends.
What's up? What up? And you're not stuck with us. We're the most important out of all of the group. Just saying.
We're the most fun. We're the most fun. So, there's all of that. So let me do this. Tiffany, why don't you talk about what we've got going on while I move some screens around so that I can show the right things today.
Okay.
And then.
So here's the deal. Let me just see if I don't have it on my screen either.
I do. I just got to it. So,
but can you share my calendar first?
I am. Yep.
And then I have something to share after you share my calendar, Miss Brooke.
Stay on the screen. I promise she's not going to be mean, but we have to have this talk.
Have you met me?
Have you met me?
You have met me. Okay. So this is our July productivity session. So we just went through our half-year review to see how everybody's been doing. And some of us have been hitting goals. Some of us have been hitting volume and GCI goals, but we're not hitting unit goals. Some of us aren't hitting goals at all. Some of us are just nailing everything. And some of us are brand new and they're like, what is a goal, right? Just saying. So no matter where you are, this calendar is for you. And I have some frequent flyers that have been attending these classes that are on this call. Essentially, what we do on these calls is we started this in June, and we do cracking the lead gen, we do contracts to conversion, and we do accountability. Because when you think of your business plan, what are the three most important things on your business plan? Lead generation, managing your database, and accountability. So if we could just focus on those things and not do anything else, your business will take off and you will be very happy with the results. So this is the calendar. All of your market centers have a copy of it. It is in this wonderful document here. And then I'm going to unshare your screen because I want to share my screen.
Fine, go for it. I stop sharing for you, I can do it. I gotta have. Nice.
So one thing that we have been doing is on Tuesdays and Thursdays, we've been running through Ignite. And I've been running through Ignite the way that I run through Ignite because we started at 6 o'clock and we end around 7:30. And nobody wants to be on the screen listening to me to talk that whole time. So we run through Ignite very quickly and we do the content and then we talk about what are our lead generation and what are our goals. If you have the time and the ability to hop in and join, it's from 6 to 7:30, depending on content. And if you're not, I'm going to put in the chat and also give to Brooke so she can put it in the doc. This is all the content that we've shared so far. So here's your recordings. Keep in mind, it is after 6 o'clock. It is unfiltered in a nice way. The Ignite manual, the Facebook groups that you should be joining. And this is the KW New England calendar, which has everything that I just shared before. And then all of the documents, so the 2022 profile of home buyers and sellers, the do the database too, the scorecard and business plan, the MOFers, make offer for immediate response. Some of this we've done on these calls, some of this we haven't. So when you go through these sheets, you're just going to see different information that's going to help you make your business grow. Here's the 201 Club, which Brooke, we need to bring back.
Yes, we are. Get ready for September. We're going back to basics and we're going through the 201 Club again because we had a ton of closings from it. From the agents who played the game with us, they got a ton of closings.
We have social media playbooks, some different things. I know there's a new one out there. We're going to give it a little while to figure out if it's going to take off or not before we involve that. Real estate checkup and questions. And then here's all your recordings. Again, keep in mind it's after hours and we are unfiltered and we have fun.
I mean, it's New England as well. We're known for being a little saltier.
That's an understatement.
So Tiffany, I have some questions for you.
Yes.
How much does this cost the agents who are wanting to click on this?
It doesn't cost anybody anything. It just makes you money.
Okay, I'm sorry. So you said it was free $99?
And it makes you money.
But I'm sorry, one more time. It's free. Anybody can join. Do they have to be new agents only?
No.
Okay, it's free $99. There's no freemium, right? They don't have to sign up for anything after.
You just have to sign up for my personality.
Oh, I will put a Google form after that makes sure you're okay if you need to do a check-in.
We have fun though. We really do have fun. It is really, and David Hire, you've been on some of my calls. It is point blank and period. We get down to the business. We just make sure that you're growing, because at the end of the day, we succeed when you have the life by design that you desire. And not showing up is not giving you the life by design. Deb, you were on my call this morning. I'm calling you out. Did you learn anything today?
Absolutely. I have 3 pages of notes that I learned
And we
today.
literally only stayed on the call for an hour, maybe an hour
Yeah.
and 10 minutes.
Yeah,
Like there's this idea of staying, once you learn what you need to learn, you move on and you take action. So we want to see you there. We want to see you there, and we want you to bring a friend. Okay.
There's so many people in our ecosystem or around us. We hear them every day. You may be in a booth right now in a market center area, a bullpen somewhere where you're taking space up, and you hear others who may not be in a good place either. Invite them, say, hey, I'm hopping on with Tiffany at night in pajamas. Let's watch together. Let's compare notes the next day. These things the region loves doing for you. And Tiffany is amazing for doing these in off hours for you guys. So take advantage of them. Hop into Ignite. Everybody needs Ignite, and everybody needs to light a fire. Everybody needs to be reignited. And let me know how many times she swears. Maybe we'll have like a
No, there's no swearing. It's just true, Tiffany, and I don't have to swear.
I know.
It's just my personality.
How many times does she stop looking and you think she's frozen and she's just making you uncomfortable answering? That's the better one. That's
the point blank and period. If I say point blank and period, I do that. I start getting, that's the soapbox. But other than that, it's fun. We have fun.
We do. Yes, there is everything we do in this region is fun. It's kind of how we roll. All right, cool. So then let's get into the content, because it is ridiculous this week and fun. And I'm so happy to see so many new friends using it. One of the things I do is I cruise the ridiculous hashtags I put out there, and I will comment on your pages when I find them. The whole reason we use hashtags, if you are newer to this call, is it creates what I like to call a swarm. So all of a sudden Facebook sees, wow, all these realtors are really worried about ketchup or ranch dressing. Maybe we should show, and they're getting all this engagement. Maybe we should show their social posts more often in people's feeds, because they get a lot of engagement. So while it may seem silly to you and you may not always use those hashtags, I'm going to implore you to keep up with those hashtags, because they're there for a reason. How many of you didn't know that you can tap a hashtag or click on it and you can see every post with that hashtag? That's how that works. My brain and my personality, when I find something I like, I'm going to, like, I have a Jeep, right? So I follow all these Jeep hashtags. I'm going to tap the hashtag, and then I go through and I look at all the photos, because I want to see everything that's involved with that hashtag, to see fun things, or maybe it's learning a recipe. So that's how hashtag works for us. So in the content, we are continuing on with the language of real estate called lore. Now, lore may mean something very different in the market center when it comes to things like market stats, but this lore is customer facing, client facing. We are educating the world on some different terms. Now, if you had a hard time getting to this, remember the last day of the month, I always link the next month over, and it is pinned in our Facebook group for you. And if you're a KW New England agent, this is sent to you on our roster based on our agent rosters from the Market Center. If you click on it, it takes you to, you click on the bookmark, it takes you right to the day. So we're on G already when it comes to our terms. This week is gap loan. There's a lot of unique ways that we need to sometimes get our friends funded to make deals happen. Talk to your lenders before you post this one and ask them if you can tag them and say, tagging Matt from Movement Mortgage to answer any questions you may have about gap loans, right? So then you're pulling in another expert, you're tagging someone, their business page is going to see that you're tagging them, and you guys are going to get cross-wind traffic from people commenting. Okay, so this week is all about gap loans, and this is the set of hashtags, right? If you want to add some of your own, cool, go for it. But put those in there because we are watching those and we're seeing the engagement on them. Cool? Cool. I like learning all these terms, but I'm nerdy like that. Okay. Okay, Wednesday. Does anybody know what Wednesday is besides my mother's birthday? And if you know my mother from my classes, the Doris effect, they love to tell you when you're wrong. They never tell you when you're right. It's also Jello Day. It's Happy Eat Your Jello Day, which I thought was the most amazing and wonderfully horrific holiday ever. The amount of comments you are going to get is going to be unreal because people either like it, tolerate it, or have very strong feelings against it. I am sure you are going to get Jello shot recipes and references. Does anybody remember tricolor Jello from the 80s? It was different. It was like one was clear, one was a little creamy, and one was super creamy, and you mixed it all up, and somehow the magic of synthetic food, it made 3 layers, and it was my favorite little dessert as a kid. It was a treat my grandmother made. So that was my favorite thing. But it's time to wiggle and giggle because July 12th is Eat Your Jello Day. Do you embrace the wobbly wonderland of flavors and enjoy this jiggly treat, or do you leave the cold treat at the buffet table? So this is going to be a fun one. I cannot wait to see the comments, fights, or arguments that break out due to this one. Anything with Jello usually causes a ruckus. And if you noticed on this one, we leave room on the left and right for things, but this is a great place to put your logo is on this little pretty Jello cup. Who likes Jello? Put it in the chat. Yes, no, Jello shots only. I see you, Mike. I know. I gotta know. Are you a Jello person? On occasion. I usually like it when I'm like really sick or it's super hot out. Yeah. Just shots. Yep. Yep. Jello shots. You can personally send me recipes for the good ones. Yes. All right. And this or that Thursday. These are always controversial. I don't do Jello anymore. I'm Jelloed out. Yep. With whipped cream, always with whipped cream. So this or that Thursday is the classic pie debate because we just got done 4th of July festivities. There's always so many pies out. And why else would we talk pies, realtors? Hint, hint, what do realtors do? If you're new, you might not know. What do realtors do? We do pie events, right? What a great way to tag your database. Now, I know it says cherry and I know it says apple, but you know, what's your favorite pie flavor? Because nobody listens, right? I say, what's your favorite? What do you prefer, apple or cherry? And somebody always goes, well, I like chocolate. I like coconut cream pie. I like banana. That's not one of the options, but you know somebody's going to do that. This is to start the thinking and the planning for getting ready for your pie events this fall, because fall events, you should be starting to plan come August. So when somebody says, I love apple pie, I love apple pie with cheddar cheese all over it, which is a new thing for me, right? Now you have tags. So now you can also sort by pie flavors and start to curate and create your lists if they're close to you and say, hey, thank you so much for commenting on my this or that Thursday post for the pies. Did you know every year I give back pies to my community? Would you like to be included on the list? Oh, by the way, I do not have any of your info, so I do need that because I'm going to send info before the event via email, and then I will mail things out as well. Sound good? Good. So now we are queuing up the pie conversation for our realtor friends and our client give back. So that today, friends, is our content. Does anybody have any questions on the content? Because today we have to talk about some serious stuff when it comes to the security of your accounts and what we're seeing at KW. But I want to make sure you guys, if you have any questions, that we cover them first. Use the social content, copy, paste, go, fly, fly. And don't forget to use your DBA logos. That's your market center. You don't work for KWDBA. Please do not put KWDBA in. And anywhere the logo is, you have to put each office is independently owned and operated. If you're using Command, which you should be, and you're doing campaigns, social post campaigns, there are 2 buttons where you can toggle it on where it says add the logo and add the ownership statement. Then you can pick, do you want it on the left or do you want the logo on the right? And it swaps and it vignettes from the bottom and it makes it look great. So using Command after this to schedule your posts is the perfect way to get your social media out. Okay. Any questions on that? You got anything to add, Tiffany?
Nope, that's it. Good job.
All right, I'm going to stop this recording and then we're going to start re-recording so that we can separate out our growth call from our growth call in action. And we're going to talk. Oh, I just saw Jen pop on. Hi, Jen.
Are you not giving anything away today?
Oh, I wanted to
What's
see
the
if
deal?
anybody was going to catch me.
I did. Give
I
something
did?
away.
What do you want to give away today? Oh, where are you going? No, we're not giving anything away. Just kidding. What do you want to give away? You want to give away a book? What do you want to give away?
We haven't given away a book in a while.
We haven't given away a book in a long time. I would love to give away one of my favorite books. Can we do that? Profit First. Let's give away a copy of Profit First. All right. You going to do the list or am I going to do the list?
I'm gonna do the list. Doing it now.
Okay. And the winner is...
Liza Smith.
Are you on? You have to be on to win. I don't see you.
Hi,
You are, Liza. How are you?
good. I'm so excited. Thank you.
Have you read Profit First?
No.
Oh my God, it's one of my favorite books. And if you ever have the chance, it's where I actually met Jen Bovey for the first time. If you have the chance to see this gentleman speak, it is like piss your pants funny. It's like comedy show and he's an author. He's so good. So I put my email in there. If you could send me an email just where we need to send the book, we'll get it out to you as soon as we can. But congratulations.
Awesome. Thank you. That's awesome.
Woo, woo, woo. Yes, and we are trying to bring him back to the region. He's one of those and then you stand up and he takes pictures with everybody at the end, and then COVID shut everything down.
Yeah, I was
for
gonna
us.
say, didn't he show up the day before COVID and then the
Yeah.
next day the world shut down? Yeah.
Yeah, it was our last KW New England event for a while, but that's where I met so many friends. I don't think I've ever laughed that hard at an author about money and profit the way I laughed like this. And if you've ever heard me get going and rolling and laughing, you know that it's loud, that it happens. So congratulations. Remember, you have to be on to win. Now I'm going to pause and stop the recording and restart. And we're going to talk passwords. You staying on, Tiff? Fine.
For a few minutes.